Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maddie and I am so excited that you are here. I have some unfortunate news. Y'all want to know how many books I've read in July? This many. This month has been a struggle. I read the ACOTAR series in June and I finished it, and it put me into the worst book slump of my freaking life and I cannot get out of it. I've read like 5 cute little summer romances and I'm still in my book slump and I don't really know how to get out of it. So today, that is what we are going to be attempting to do. I keep trying to read books and then I drop them and I'm just like, I can't do this. Like, I can't read this. I need to read something else. So today we have like 2 or 3 books that I want to read, hopefully in this vlog, that will hopefully get me out of my reading slump because I am so freaking sick of being in it. This month has been so busy though, so I guess it kind of makes sense. I've also been like wildly addicted to Game of Thrones recently and I've been spending all my time doing that. So honestly, to say that I haven't had time to read is an absolute lie. Like, I have had time. I'm just in such a bad slump and I just do not want to read. The first book that we are going to get through today is Happily Never After. I actually am almost done with this book, but I want to finish it in this vlog. I started this because I have been reading so many Lynn Painter books recently, and this is a book that I have been dying to read. This one I started and I'm really enjoying it. I just, like, again, haven't felt like reading, so I haven't finally gotten through it. Basically, this book follows Sophie Steinbeck. She finds out that her fiance is cheating on her with a girl named Becca, and she basically calls this guy to come and crash their wedding and to object. Her objector's name is Max, and after the ceremony she starts to get to know him and they have a couple drinks. Then they start working together and start objecting other people's weddings and saving the day at many weddings. And she's basically super cynical about love. She thinks it does not exist. She is super against it. But Max is falling in love with her and it's kind of a battle between them as they object weddings and start to fall in love. I really freaking love this book. I think it's so good. I love their dynamic. I love the characters. I love Sophie. I think she's so funny and she's such a fun character to follow along. I also feel like she's super different from a lot of other female protagonists in a lot of other romances I have read. So she is definitely a breath of fresh air, but today I want to finish this hopefully like today, like in this sitting. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. So y'all know how I just mentioned that Sophie was like super cynical about love and everything. I just got to a chapter where basically she's having to face that she really likes Max, and it is just like so painful to watch because, you know, she is so just hell-bent on like love's not real, like these things, like true love doesn't exist, but she loves him and she's trying to accept that, and it's so hard for her and it's literally like breaking my heart. Like, it's so sad because they're so meant to be together, but like she will not let it happen and it is so freaking painful. I'm gonna keep reading. These scenes are hard to get through because I want them to be together so bad, but I'm hoping things will work out. Okay, so Sophie lives in this apartment with 2 roommates. One of them is this elderly lady named Rose, and then the other is this man named Larry. He's also old, but they're like her best friends and they're so cute together. Like, Larry's like giving her advice right now about Max and like basically telling her that she's being an idiot, and it's so sweet. Like, I just love this. It's so sweet. I have a quote. This is so freaking good. Sophie says, "I knew without a doubt that I could kiss him forever and never lose a single butterfly." Also, hi Cricket. That was so freaking sweet. I have another quote. "Her smile was like a power switch that controlled the brightness of my universe all of a sudden, and it was exhilarating and terrifying all at the same time." Update, I finished Happily Never After by Lynn Painter, and honestly, this was so freaking good. I felt like it was the perfect length. It was literally only 275 pages, which I felt like I needed something to get through really quickly and just to like have fun with. I love a good fun romance, and I love Lynn Painter's writing, and this just like had everything that I wanted. Also, the last sentence in the book is, there was literally nothing in her life that I would ever object to ever again, which is so freaking cute. They're so cute. I love this little like dynamic duo they had in their wedding, objecting. I thought it was such a fun concept. I felt like I've never really seen anything about this before. Like, I know that objecting is a thing, that like maybe friends and family can object, but I didn't know that it was like a job that some people have. So I found that so fun to read about. I thought this was just so perfect and so fast paced. The writing was so easy and fun. The way that Lynn Painter wrote Sophie was so great. I just thought she was so like different compared to other female main characters that I've read about before. She had such an attitude and was so sarcastic and just so fun, but like in the best way possible. I just was obsessed with her. She was so fun to read about. And Max was the sweetest guy ever, like so good looking, so handsome, but also so sweet with the best heart and like the best intentions. And Max was just so patient with Sophie when she really was just so cynical about love and like not wanting to admit that she was falling for Max. I just really appreciated their friendship, their love, their romance, and just how they were best friends before they fell in love, and I just loved that. So definitely like a 4.5 stars for me. I thought it was so great. I'm gonna give it a 4 on Goodreads and then 4.5 in real life. But moving on, the next book we're gonna read in this video is Happy Place by Emily Henry. I am so excited about this one. I've heard such good things. I remember before I got back into like my reading phase, I saw this at Barnes & Noble and I read the back. It had like just come out and I read the back and I was like, oh wow, this sounds really good. And I remember putting it down in my notes that I wanted to read this one at some point in my life, and so I'm really excited to read it. I'm excited to get into Emily Henry. I think this will be my first Emily Henry book, so I'm really excited about that. I've heard such good things about her, so I'm hoping this one will get me out of my slump and into Emily Henry as an author. So yeah, this one follows Harriet and Wynne. They've been the perfect couple since they met in college. They go together like salt and pepper, but they broke up 5 months ago and still haven't told their best friends. Now they're sharing a bedroom at the main cottage that has been their friend group's yearly getaway for the last decade, where for 1 week they leave behind their lives and drink lots of wine and have a good time. However, this year they are lying through their teeth while trying not to notice how desperately they still want each other. The cottage is for sale and this is the last week they'll have together in this place, and they cannot stand to break their friends' hearts by telling them about their relationship. Harriet will be the driven surgical resident who never starts a fight, and Wynne will be the laid-back charmer who never lets the cracks show. How hard can it be to fake it for 1 week in front of the ones that they know best? So yeah, let's go ahead and start reading. Hello everyone, it is the next day. I didn't really film that much yesterday. Pretty much the entire time I was reading, I was like in my bed, like it was late at night and I was getting all my reading done. So I didn't really film because I just didn't really feel like it was necessary. But I ended off last night on page 102 of Happy Place. I really like it so far. Like, I love her writing so much. Emily Henry is like a genius. She's so awesome. I think it's really cool that it kind of switches timelines a lot, like from past to present. The past is called Happy Place. Those chapters are called Happy Place. It's basically just how Harriet and Wynne met and just their past together in their happy place in Maine. And then in the present, they are all back in Maine together at their happy place, but Harriet and Wynne are no longer together. So the Happy Place chapters are called Happy Place, and then the real life chapters are called Real Life. So I think that that is so fun and like so cool, and I love learning about their past together and just like how they met, and I think this is a really interesting way of doing it. I just think it's so clever that the book is called Happy Place place, and then the chapters where they're together is basically their happy place. But yeah, so this is super, super good so far. We're basically learning how they met, just like them being kids and meeting and just falling in love with each other. And then in real life, they're trying to hide the fact that they have broken off their engagement. They're trying to hide that from their friends because their friends are getting married and they don't want to ruin the weekend for them. So yeah, you can definitely tell that there's so much chemistry there and that they are really, really like connected, I guess. Like they have some soul ties going on, and it's really hard for them to stay away from each other, which I think is really cool. And that's kind of like one of my favorite tropes, honestly. And yeah, let's just keep reading. Hello everyone, it is a little bit later. I have to go to work in about like an hour, so I'm kind of stopping my reading for now. But I'm on 258 of Happy Place. I've read a good like 156 pages, so that's pretty freaking good for today, and I'm pretty proud of that, especially because I've been in this slump for the longest time. I'm feeling like I'm more into books now. Like I'm really enjoying this reading, and I'm really excited about that because I really want to get out of my slump, and this book is a really, really freaking good book for that. So if you're in a slump too, please read this book. Basically what's happening right now is it's still jumping back and forth from the past to the present, and they're really just like struggling with their feelings for each other and just wanting to be together so bad. Like they cannot deny their physical connection, and they're really trying to, and it's just really hard to read because I really want them to be together so bad, and I'm so sad that it's not working out right now. There was a quote, let me see if I can find it. "This place indeed, it's too easy to forget about the real world. Here are circumstances, the things that broke us, all the reasons there's no finding our way back." It like makes me so sad because it's so obvious that they're so meant to be together, but they just can't. It's just not working out for them, and it's just so heartbreaking because they really are just like so meant to be. So it's really sad, but I have to go start getting ready for work. I'm probably gonna read tonight after work, so I'll update you guys tomorrow or whenever I see you next. But yeah. Hello everyone, I am back. It is the next day. Last night I stopped off on page 324, so I'm getting pretty close to the end. I think this has like 370 something pages, so I'm pretty close. Honestly, I think this is gonna be pretty much the only full book I read in this vlog because Emily Henry has done something to me. Like I am on fire for reading. Like I know exactly what book I'm gonna read next. I'm gonna immediately start it after this. I have read, like yesterday, I read like 220 something pages. Like Emily Henry has put a spell on me. She is freaking amazing. I am immediately going to be reading Beach Read right after this. Like I feel fine now. Like my slump is gone. So basically, what I've learned from this is that if you're in a reading slump, read Emily Henry and you'll be fine. Because I'm fine. I'm so happy about this. Like this is a 5-star book for me. This is freaking phenomenal. I love everything about this. I just can't even describe how well done this book is and how deep like the roots of the story go. Like I feel like I have lived this life, and like I am one of their friends in this friend group. Like I feel like I know all of them inside and out, and Emily Henry has done an amazing job of making them feel like such full real characters. Like they are real. She's also just thrown me into their story, and I feel really connected to it, and honestly this is exactly what I needed. Like I love a good fun rom-com when I'm in a slump, but like I needed something that I could connect to, and this is exactly what that is. Another part about this book I really like is that when Harry and Wynn's relationship starts to decay and deteriorate, the chapters are called Dark Place rather than Happy Place because they're still in the past, but it's no longer a happy place for them, which I think is really, really cool. I'm so deep in this story and in their friend group. Like I feel like I'm one of their friends, and like it's so powerful when a book can do that. I'm gonna finish this up really quick, and then I will let you all know how I felt about it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I feel fine now. Like I'm out of my slump. Like I know what I'm gonna read. I want to go buy some books. Like I'm feeling good. So definitely gonna be reading all of her books now, and I'm really excited. I'm so happy. I feel so much better, and I just feel like I want to read. So, and yeah, let's just keep reading, and then I will give y'all an update after. Hello everyone, it is the next day. I just wanted to come on here and film an outro for you guys. I finished Happy Place by Emily Henry last night. I officially gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was absolutely incredible. I've already said a lot, so I'm going to kind of keep this outro short and sweet, but I definitely feel like I'm out of my slump. I really love Emily Henry now, and I want to read all of her books. I think she is so incredible. Emily Henry is just such an incredible writer. She really just touched my heart with her characters, made me feel like I was living in the book, like I was there with them, experiencing the same things that they were, and I found that really admirable. I feel like not a lot of other authors can relate to that, just the way that she really makes you feel like you're a part of her story. I can also just tell that she's a really intelligent person and knows a lot about writing and has a lot of practice under her belt, but she's just an incredible writer, and I'm really grateful that I got to read Happy Place. It is definitely one of my most favorite books now. I really love it, and it's definitely lived up to its name, so yeah. Also, please ignore the way I look. I just got out of the pool and I went and showered, and now I'm kind of a mess. But I also got a tattoo, and I have not mentioned it until now, but it is right here, and I just wanted to like at least say that I got a tattoo because it's been in this entire video and I have not mentioned it since. I got it for my birthday. It's super sentimental to me, and I'm really happy about it. So yeah, that's a kind of new little life update. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun filming it. I'm really glad that I feel so much better about my reading, and I had a hard month for reading, but it's okay to have hard months every now and then. I'm not gonna beat myself up for it, and I'm just glad that I'm out of my slump and I want to read all of Emily Henry's books. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.